Forever. Dog.
Welcome to The Chop with Latrice and Manila,
where we give you the weekly recap and rundown of Drag Race Holland. Who's on top?
And who gets the chop?
Manila.
Latrice Royale.
I'm feeling extra glamorous tonight.
Giving everything you got, trying to make it to the top. Never ever gonna stop, even if you get the chop, 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 chop. Girl, you got the chop.
Don't be a bitter bitch. Just make them eat it, honey.
Let's chop it up.
Let's chop it up, honey. It's time for another episode of Drag Race Holland.
So last week, it started off with our favorite mini challenge, the reading challenge, because it's fundamental.
Yes, darling.
And then we saw our queens dance and Vogue for the maxi challenge, but it was kind of a bust. So the main focus was mostly on the runway, which was shine bright like a diamond. Envy Peru won the challenge, and Mama Queen, Abby, oh my god, and Madam Madness all had to lip sync for their lives. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to our beardless Madam Madness, and she went home. Wah, wah, wah.
Told you not to shave your mustache, girl. I'm yelling at the TV like she can hear me, girl. They've been done. I'm like, don't do it, girl. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't go in there.
I tried to tell her, girl. She didn't listen. Oh, my God. Okay, so it's episode 5, a new week, and baby, it is the Snatch Game.
Come on down.
Yeah, baby. So there's a lip sync message from Madam Madness. Girls, it was a hairy situation. I shaved my balls, too.
Oh, I love that. That's a cute little message.
Yeah.
She's lighthearted and, Doctor! So the next day we have Envy Peru, and she now has 2 wins, and there are only 6 girls left. So, way to go, Envy Peru, slaying it.
That's how you do it.
If this was Drag Race Canada, they'd all be tallying it up, who has the most wins right now. And I think it's Envy Peru, right?
Right now, because she's leading. And Abby, oh my God, is going to keep working hard and learning her lip syncs because I guess she's just planning on being in the bottom the rest of the time, I guess girl.
So.
I mean, shit, at this point, girl.
Spoiler alert!
Oh, Jesus.
She's real lucky that these other queens aren't as good of performers as she is.
Right. I don't know how long that's going to hold up, though. We'll see.
Because Chelsea Boy's like, girl, how many lip syncs will you survive? And Abby says, we Chelsea boy.
That's a cute little pun on words.
Yeah.
So we have a video message from RuPaul. Hello. A wise queen once said, "You're not what you think, say, or believe. You are what you do. Like I always say, if you cannot do yourself, do somebody else." And when I tell you I heard that, honey, I'm all for doing somebody else. Then it's fun when you're doing yourself,
I mean, hey, it's fun when you're doing yourself, but it's also more fun when you have someone else to help you out, too.
Yeah, I agree. But it's Snatch Game, and the
Snatch
girls
Game.
are very excited.
I think this is exciting. They've been planning on this. They've had their Dutch
Baby.
celebrities waiting in the wings, just waiting to come out to show us what they got. So I'm really excited because this is going to be a very, very different Snatch Game.
Very different because we don't know a lot of these people. So we were trying to do our Google thing and trying to learn and figure out who these people were. But, I mean, bitch.
See, I was the opposite. I was like, I'm not going to Google them because I don't even care that much. If it's funny, then maybe. But if it's not, then whatever. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's true.
But first, we have a mini challenge, which is a callback to season 3 because we did this mini challenge on my season.
Yes, you did.
A nude photo shoot.
Oh my God.
Girl, let me tell you that when we did this nude photo shoot back in my day, we weren't told that it was a nude photo shoot, and it had been several weeks of us doing drag. And so when they told us, when the camera stopped rolling, and all of us were like, could we be excused to the bathroom? And we all grabbed our razors and our hair clippers
Oh my goodness.
and our scissors, and we all
The
went
bitch
to
had
the
to go-
bathroom.
Had to groom it up, honey.
Well, bitch, I was like, I did not want RuPaul seeing my unkempt mess, honey, because like, you know, I've been wearing tights this whole time.
Yeah, nobody
I've been
sees
in a
down there but you.
I'm in a hotel room this whole time. You know, I'm not a bikini queen, so like nothing was trimmed. So I was like very, very nervous about exposing myself on camera for sure.
Ooh. But I love this. I'm glad they're doing it. I love these throwbacks.
Yes. Okay, so I love that they're like wearing nothing but like a tiara. Fred's like, this is a very expensive tiara. We spared no expense. It's like little chinky tiara. I think it's the same tiara that they borrowed from the pageant from Drag Race Canada.
Right. Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, it's cute though. But Setta Jean and Mama Queen are comfortable, honey. They do it. And then Miss Janie swings her dicks around, and
She's just flopping it in the wind,
just
honey.
like she loves being nude. She was all about it. She was like, "Oh, I'm cooped up all the time in drag, blah, blah, blah. Let it out, let it hang out." I'm like, "Well, okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that." And then Miss Envy, she has a lot of trauma around, you know, being naked, and you know, she had an ex who was abusive and broke her self-esteem, and you know.
Also, last week she was saying that she was like, you know, the little fat kid in her. The little
Correct.
fat kid in her was still kind of like playing a part in her and was being her inner saboteur. Have you ever posed naked, Latrice?
Not like
No?
that. Not like for
Not like a professional
Not
photographer.
an editorial. No. Mm-mm.
Just for
What?
dick pics and and private things. Just a little mirror selfie with your little booty, your big old dong hanging out.
Baby,
No?
there's no faces in mine, honey. You're gonna have to find some distinctive parts or markings to know that it's me.
Yes.
Otherwise,
yes.
it could be anybody. You know,
It could be anybody.
It could be.
Could be, but probably not me. I don't think anyone would confuse it with me.
True that.
True that. You know, I have to say that, like, as a drag queen, like, the thing about drag that I love is that you put on all this stuff to, like, you know, make yourself feel beautiful.
Yeah.
So I've never been the type of person that's like, oh, let me just like have everything hang out. You know what I mean? At least
Right.
out in public for people to see. Like at home, I'll walk around naked or I won't wear pants. I'm not wearing pants right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stand up
I'm wearing,
for us, son.
I'm wearing a gown. I'm wearing a gown. But I can totally get it. But you know, the thing about it is that when I did this challenge, I definitely did not want to be making a bigger deal of me being uncomfortable with being naked than you know.
Smart.
My thought was, let's just go in and out like it's like an everyday whatever, and then they'll just add me into the montage of whatever, and then whatever bitches are having a problem with being naked, they're gonna really focus on that. They're gonna do all the confessionals. They're gonna play the piano music and the violin music.
It's true. It's so true.
I was like, let me just get in, take the picture, and get out, and then like I don't care if I win this or not. It's just a mini challenge.
That's
I
it.
know. I really enjoyed watching, seeing these queens naked, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, and I will say this: every single photo was stunning. All the
Stunning.
bitches were supermodels. So, like,
Mhm.
for them to, like, just... You know what? Another thing is, like, nudity over there versus here is a completely different situation. We are so ashamed and we're so prudish about nudity here, whereas I feel like it's a little freer to express yourself and be naked over there. They show it on television and
in commercials.
and commercials, and so it's not a big. They have game shows with you know that you go
Yeah,
on
you
there
go
naked.
on a-
to
you get on the- yeah.
date naked or something like that.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
So like, you know, it's a whole different kind of like dynamic, which is great because they were comfortable in their skin, honey.
And they look good.
They look real good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like save some of these photos for my spank bank. Sisters, I love ya. Brothers, I love you too.
Yeah, they're all supermodels. They did that.
But our winner is Janie Jack K and her floppy dick. So she gets to win a private photo shoot with Rob at his studio.
Private.
Mm-hmm.
He already seen the goods, so
yes,
it's on
yes,
and
he's
popping.
like, I want that one in my studio.
Woohoo! But it is the Maxi Challenge of Snatch Game, and the point of Snatch Game is to what? Make me laugh. Like, that is the whole goal. I mean, we like to see a good character, but we want to see the character make us laugh. Like, that's the whole point of it. And I don't even care who you are or who you portray.
Yeah.
If you're not funny, you're not funny. Bitch.
Yeah,
So,
I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you look exactly like them or if your accent is perfect. If you're not funny, it's not good. Like, we would rather watch a busted impersonation as long as it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be like accurate to the person. It just has to be funny.
It just has to be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're doing a cracked out Beyonce, then not so much.
Kenya Michaels. Shout out to Kenya Michaels. All right, we got a message in our inbox.
Okay.
Hello, dears. I hope you're doing well. Here's some extra information regarding the latest episode of the Snatch Game, as you might not know some of the Dutch characters. Okay, this is going to be helpful because I didn't Google them. Okay. Abby Oh My God played Michaela Cox. Michaela is famous for participating in the Dutch version of Ladette to Lady, which is like a transforming like a skank into like a lady, right?
Oh, okay.
And so she's known for being loud and having a bit of a tacky style.
Okay.
And from what I gather from what Envy Peru was saying, she also has an accent, but we didn't get that. But to me, as an American watching it, they all had accents, so.
I wasn't missing it. Yeah.
Sedergine played Mega Mindy, a Flemish, not Dutch, but the show was available in the Netherlands as well, a TV series for kids about a superhero called Mega Mindy. All right. I guess that's like, Hannah Montana, I guess.
All right.
All right. Janie Jacquet played Annie Schindler, a lead singer of a Dutch band. She was in the band from 1976 to 1984. The band is from Volendam, which is usually portrayed and perceived as a very old school, closed-minded fisherman's town in the Bible Belt. And apparently Janie Jacquet is also from there. Envy Peru played Patty Brard, a Dutch TV personality who's used to be in a girl band named Love, and then she became a TV presenter. Apart from that, she did a lot of things on TV, from dancing on ice, things and game shows, and you know what us reality TV stars do. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Go to another reality show.
Amen. Like All Stars.
Yeah.
Twice. Mama Queen played Rian von Dorst, she's a musician known for her TV shows, and she is one of which is about gender. Ryan revealed years ago that she was born as an intersex person. She was operated on as a baby and raised as a girl. She's a very direct person, not afraid to speak her mind. Okay. Chelsea Boy played Joe Exotic, which is pretty self-explanatory to anyone with Netflix knows. So I hope that helps. Love, Elizabeth.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. That was totally awesome because we didn't know. We did not know.
We didn't know.
So remember, you can send us an email at latriceandmanila@gmail.com, and we may read it on the air, so you never know.
Okay, well, let's get to the walkthrough right after this break.
Girl.
Now it's time for Fred's walkthrough. So, like I said before, Abby isn't doing Michaela's accent, which would be like not doing a Jersey accent or something. It would be like doing someone that has a very distinct accent and then choosing not to do the very distinct accent.
Well, then that's the character right there, then. That's the
See,
big part.
But I wonder, does Abby Oh My God have a Brazilian accent when she speaks Dutch? I can't tell because she just sounds like she's speaking Dutch to me. But to a person in the Netherlands, does she sound like she's a thick Brazilian accent?
Oh, I wonder.
So Like, you remember when Yara Sofia did Amy Winehouse and she tried to do with her very
my
thick
God.
Puerto Rican accent, she tried to do an English accent and it just sounded,
That was so
it just ended up
funny.
sounding like she was speaking Dutch.
It did.
So that always like makes me wonder because, you know, like, I mean, if English, if Dutch is your second language, then you already probably have like an accent.
Yeah, it's true. Portuguese.
So
It's true. I don't know. I'm just impressed that she can speak it. Like that's
because we can't.
Like to learn a whole nother language at this age, girl, please. But we do get to hear about Janie's troubles with bullying and her childhood and trauma and about her hometown. And she's using her Snatch Game character to embrace where she's from. So that's endearing, I guess, you know. She looks like very repressed. Like that character she chose was like, oh my God.
She looked like a goddamn pilgrim with that
pilgrim,
like little hat.
girl, like.
I'm sure like it's a hard place to come from like a very conservative small town, especially as a gay person or a drag queen even.
Correct.
But like looking at her now and watching her now and seeing her confidence now, I really see how far she's come. So it's nice to hear about like where she came from. And I feel like it's a nice thing because like watching, I would have just assumed that she's always been confident and then she's always had like, you know, she had her dick flopping out, you know, like. So to think that she was being bullied as a child, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, we all kind of come from some place like that, you know.
Mm-hmm,
but all the contestants look pretty damn good.
They look really good. I was like, okay, bitches, this is gonna be a good ass Snatch Game because they looked the part.
Yeah.
Right out the gate, Envy is cracking me up. Envy is great.
Yeah.
Abby is crickets, girl.
Well, they gave her the cricket sound effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You already know it did not land. Mama Queen is just making lesbian jokes about nothing, but they're not landing. And
she's being very quiet in the corner there.
But I think Chelsea Boy is in full character, bitch. I was like, you better be the Tiger King right now, bitch. You showing your ass, taking it up the ass.
It's I got fucked in the ass, but I don't give a fuck. If you
don't like it?
Well, fuck you.
Fuck you.
So good. I gotta say the Snatch Game was like a blur to me. Like, okay, first of all, like I don't know who Envy was playing, but I know that woman.
Bitch. I know
right?
who she is. Yes.
Because there's probably a version of that woman in every nation's like reality TV, right?
I believe it.
They're Snookies, they're JWowws, they're like Michelle Visages. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought she was really good. But I really love Chelsea Boy. Maybe it's just because she was the only one speaking English, so she's the only one I could understand.
She really did a damn thing though. Like it was for me, the top, the front runners were Envy and Chelsea. Like
for sure.
Two, yeah, like those were neck
for
and neck
sure.
for me. Yeah.
For sure.
Fill in the blank. Pwincha, pwincha, pwincha. Oh my God, we were laughing. I don't know whether I was just high, but bitch, that tickled me so much. This is how stupid we are. So the translation was saying fill in the blank, but when I was saying that to Siri to ask how to pronounce it in Dutch, it wasn't saying the right word. So I was like, no, I don't think they would say blank in Dutch. They would say space. I said, so fill in the space. And then when I said space, it went pwincha, pwincha, pwincha. I was like, yeah, there it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
just so you know. So their interpretation of blank space are different from the English, you know, just so you know.
The more you know.
I mean, and that's one to grow on.
Yeah. This was it's fun. Snatch Game is always fun because, like, if you are amazing, you're amazing. And if you suck, you're still fucking entertaining to watch.
Exactly. And that's the thing.
Yeah. So
the next day, they have to do the runway. And the divas are planning for what they have to do because they have to do split personalities. Now, is that the theme? Is it split personalities?
Well, I mean, I feel like now as a viewer, I'm kind of just being not like really listening to exactly what they're saying because something's going to be, I'm missing something in the translation.
Well, this part is important to me because it brought up a lot of conversation and question about gender and gender pronouns and identity. And it's not the same as it was back then.
Yeah, not the same as it was in season 7 when they did this runway. Yeah.
So it changed the way I feel and about some of the things. We'll get to it, but like it did bring up a lot of questions because Mama Queen #1 don't have a boy side, don't have a male side. So
I see.
What do you do?
A lot of the queens are doing half boy, half queen, which I think is like the assignment because when Rue shows up on the screen, she's like half queen, half man.
Right.
You know, very, very RuPaul's Drag Race. Drag one
Race,
or
yes.
the other.
Yeah.
But Mama Queen says that she's non-binary, so she's interpreting it differently. And I feel like this challenge, I think that a lot of the queens were trying to be creative with their interpretation, which I think ended up being a hindrance to all of them, except for the ones who are like tuxedo, dress.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, because like we have like Chelsea Boy who's not doing a directly down the middle split because she kind of has like this X-Men Mystique vibe that she's doing where it's like mid-transformation. So it's not necessarily like a straight down the middle.
Right.
And then Cedar Jean is doing half Kermit, half Miss Piggy.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. No. Oh God. Oh God. Girl, no, ma'am. Then Cedar Jean been like I've been rooting with her because that bitch some sickening runways.
Yeah.
This was all the way to the left. We're like, who is that and what is happening?
Yeah, it was not what we were it's not up to the expectations that she's set for herself
At all.
At all. The concept was weak. It was poorly executed. Well, I don't even know. The judges, when we got our judges, Fred comes out in this beautiful pink and yellow gown, looking like Pheromone's godmother.
Bitch, just,
We got Nikki Plessen back again.
Mm-hmm.
We got Ruth Jacot, who doesn't say a single word in this entire episode. She's just there. And then,
right, yeah, that's the singer lady, or is it Carol? No, Ruth is the singer, right?
Yeah, Carol. I have absolutely no. Yeah, Carol Boshard is the man.
The runway category is half man, half queen. So, I mean, if that's the assignment,
then only 2 of them really kind of got that.
Because like the whole thing of it is like there's a difference between like if it was phrased where it's like your male side, if it was like I wanted to you do your male side and your queen side, that'd have been different than I want to see it man and queen, because anybody can do man and queen. Like you don't have to be a man to dress like one. That's the whole assignment. So now I have a different.
But then they also said it was split personalities. So then there's another cloudy interpretation.
Vague.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
You could do like the classic tuxedo dress, which Abby Oh My God did and Envy Peru did. They both did it. They both were completely. They did the assignment, but I feel like it didn't go above and beyond anything that we've seen before.
Correct.
But then again, like this is season 1 of Drag Race Holland, so like sometimes you have to keep it simple. But having watched season after season after season after season of Drag Race and seeing what people can bring down the runway,
correct,
giving such like a standard like, people have been doing this since like the goddamn vaudevillian days. Like, is this not something new? So I was happy to see the interpretations, and I was kind of sad to see that the judges were not feeling any of those interpretations outside of half tuxedo, half dress.
Right.
Mama Queen's interpretation of the split personalities was hers interpretation. I think it was well done. We got like, the showgirl and then like this evil
This
inner
dark
saboteur.
force, yeah. Mhm.
Which honestly, like, it did read as a split personality. It's read as two separate things in one, Chelsea Boys was a little bit more foggy when it came to like a split personality. There wasn't a definite split because it could have just been an asymmetrical look.
Mm-hmm.
In my thought process, one
Yeah.
one side wasn't more masculine than the other side per se.
It kind of blurred the lines of.
It blurred the line.
Yeah.
Setter Jeans was just
Epic fail.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
the makeup was bad.
Ooh, God.
The wig was bad.
Oh, my
The
Lord.
outfit was bad. And coming from last week where she was completely dripping in diamonds or rubies and had like a story and everything, I felt really bad. I was like, oh fuck, not my Setter Jean.
Not my Setter Jean, but oh well, it happens. It happens. So why don't we get to the judges' critiques right after this break, and we can see what they feel about this runway. All right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Ooh-wee.
What do these judges think of these queens?
Girl. Well, Abby, oh my God, they think that she was bad in Snatch Game. Agreed. And her look on the runway was fine, but she didn't sell it very well. I thought she was hiding something because she had her handbag. I'm a pageant girl. I'll be looking for, why are you holding your hand like that? What you hiding? You know what I mean? So I think that she was having a malfunction because I think she tied it back when she came back, but something came loose that she was holding on the runway. But
okay,
yeah.
I liked her interpretation with the neckties, making a dress or a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought that was really well done. It wasn't the best executed. I always find like the half man, half woman outfits are very hard to execute properly.
Yeah, because it could come out either very cheesy.
Yeah, like you just cut something in half and then tried to pin it together haphazardly. And then if the fit doesn't always work because I don't know. Envy Peru she slayed pretty much the same look, Envy Peru's quality of drag. She slayed that on the runway. And she was fantastic in Snatch Game.
She really was. She really was.
You could tell that she was bringing the laughs.
She was. And you could tell that they knew who she was doing because they were like, yes. And the whole mannerism with the tongue and all that. And
yeah.
She was good. She was really good. Mama Queen, her Snatch Game was forgettable, and it was because I was like, where'd she go? She kind of just blended away. And she has to explain her non-binary identity on the runway to the judges, which I don't know how I feel about the response from that one guy. What's his name? Carol or whatever name.
Yeah.
I don't know. His response kind of like.
Well, I mean, the thing is that like you shouldn't have to explain the backstory to so much of extent. But the thing about it is that like, the judges really only see Mama Queen when she's on the runway or when she's in drag. So they
Correct.
I
They
don't think
know her
except for Fred, I don't think that anyone knows that how she presents herself when she's out of drag, and what she presents herself out of drag is very much not necessarily what you would standardize as male.
A man. Yeah. And that's the thing. And like, my thing of it is that I always say you have to teach people how to treat you. Point blank. If you want respect, you have to teach people how to treat you. And I think she was educating him on how to treat her. Or they, them. I don't know. She's a them, they. So like the thing of it, but she's a her in drag. The thing of it is like, you have to respect it, whether or not you agree with it or not. You have to respect someone's, how they identify. Like, that's just The
Yeah.
thing, whether or not you agree, is one thing. But don't say, "Oh, that's a nice story." Blah 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 blah. Don't kind of brush it off as like a sob story, because it was not a sob story. It was her explaining her identity to you, and you need to learn it, Linda, because it's the new day and age where it's not just male and female. It just doesn't work that way anymore.
Yeah. I think that what really came down to was the judges had a very like a distinct idea of what they were expecting on the runway.
Mhm.
And
then
when they
get
got
that.
it with Abby and they got it with Envy, and then everyone else was just like, we don't get it. Because
don't.
even with like Chelsea Boy, her Snatch
Mhm.
Game was top notch. Like
Yes.
it was the best Snatch Game up
Yeah.
there, I think,
For
personally.
sure, for sure.
Maybe it's just because I speak English and she was the only one I could laugh at the jokes without,
Without Googling.
yeah, without Googling. Because I saw Tiger King.
Yeah.
But I can see why they didn't really like truly fall in love with the look on the runways, because they wanted to see the split down the middle. They kept saying her mysticism, but I honestly think that it was just like she was trying to say Mystique from the X-Men.
Oh.
You
well,
know?
that's different.
I don't know what the hell they were talking about. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's like a transformation. It didn't hit them on the head as much as they needed to be hit. The judges, I think at this point, we have to think of the judges as not as smart as the queens competing.
Clearly.
Because these concepts these queens are coming with are top notch.
Are
But
out of this world. Like,
yeah.
they're next level.
What about Janie Jacquet's look?
Okay, I liked her from the neck up.
Yeah.
I thought the look was, I thought that was sickening. I didn't necessarily like what she was wearing, but it was a clear distinction with the mirror and the half split down the face.
Yeah.
A very cool concept.
I liked the mirror thing because then you saw the reflection, it filled it in, and then you switched to the other side, you saw like the full male form, then you saw the full female face. Yeah, I agree. The outfits weren't the outfit wasn't like, I liked the girl side. The boy side seemed like it was like a preteen girl look like. But Janie Jacquet explained that that's what Janie Jacquet wears as a boy. That's why he chose that outfit. He wears like shorts and like a feminine top, I guess. Which sure. Okay.
You know,
but ultimately like his Snatch Game wasn't that great. So it didn't even really matter what
Do
she
you
was
know
wearing.
what we call feminine tops?
A blouse.
Exactly.
I've been a blouse a few times.
Why didn't anybody identify as a blouse? I mean, come on. That should be it.
But then this is the part that like made me sad, was when they started critiquing Cedar Jean because they didn't think her Snatch Game was funny at all.
Oh.
It wasn't really like, and honestly, I feel with Cedar Jean, like I feel like they would have come in with high expectations, because I came in with high expectations.
Of course, I did too. And yeah, especially the judges on the panel who've seen her week after week definitely had high expectations. And this was definitely a misstep for Cedar Jean. And we all were like, oh no, not our queen, you know?
Yeah.
But everyone has a freaking bad moment, a bad day. And like, if you don't, then good
Yeah,
for you. But
because also like when you're getting ready for these shows, like, you know, one of your designers might turn out the look and you might spend the budget, and then the other designer fails
leave
you.
high and dry. Trust and believe. I know that feeling more than anybody else in this world, honey. Trust and believe. High and dry. And then you are stuck there looking like Chuck. You're like, well,
Yeah.
this is what I got. So
Yeah.
you got to go with it.
So I felt really bad. But like ultimately, like everything about Cedar Jean's performance this week was bottom worthy for sure. Back in the workroom.
Honey, see, Mama is completely disappointed that they were so flippant about her gender identity. And I'm right there with you, baby. You shouldn't have to defend who you are like that. Ugh.
Well, I'm proud of Mama Queen for actually like putting herself out there, standing up for herself, and letting everyone know, because I think that like watching a show like this, you as the viewer, you're used to the judges being the authority. But honestly, like in these cases, like let the people who have the story tell their story. Let them tell you who they are. And I think Mama Queen did that. And unfortunately for the judges, they are not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't stop Mama Queen from being herself.
Exactly, because she woke them up, honey. They woke now, baby. I bet you they know now, honey.
Yes. And, like you could tell that like a lot of thought was put into who she chose as her Snatch Game character, because, she picked someone that wasn't quite binary.
Correct.
And then what she chose to wear, despite the fact that it wasn't like man, masculine, female, feminine, there still was a very, very good look that she presented and walked down the runway.
And two distinct different moods as you see her coming towards you. So, yeah, she hit the mark in a lot of ways.
So back on the runway, the gag is Chelsea Boy is just safe. They say she won Snatch Game, but... I
was like, what?
It was the look. It was her look.
It was the look that took her down.
It was her look that took her down. And Envy Peru, her GPA kind of like balanced out so that she had a better...
Was the higher, she had the higher A. She got the A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got the A, and Chelsea Boy got the A-.
Yeah.
Because the runway look. And honestly, like, it's great because honestly, like, I feel like in this case, they were judging both the challenges and the runway looks, as opposed to just, unlike last week. And they've done this several times I've seen on previous seasons of Drag Race, is where you see the person do well in the competition, and then they wear something shitty on the runway, and then they win the episode, even though, like... Yeah.
They look a mess.
They look a mess. Or... or the other way around. So it's like, it's nice to know that like in this episode, both things are factoring in.
Yeah. It's all good. So Envy Peru wins another challenge. She gets a €1,000 gift card from, what is it? Sofa Company. So she can buy a chair.
To sit in naked.
And
while impersonating TV personalities. Maybe she'll do us next. I like to see that. So the bottom two is Setter Jean and Abby. Oh my God. Abby, oh my God. She's like ready.
Girl, she's holding it down in the bottom, honey. She is.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. So this song is called Girl by Anouk. Anouk.
Sure. I mean, I honestly thought that Abby did a really good job performing. She's an amazing performer. She's proving us that every time when she comes out there. I was expecting them to be a little more harsh on her because it's her third time in the bottom. And usually that means like, okay, girl, okay.
Usually that means you're going home.
Yeah, because like we've seen all your lip sync tricks, like okay, she can do the splits. Okay, she can dance.
No,
okay.
she cannot. No, she cannot.
She can do the Coco Montrese lip lock.
No more bad splits. Please stop. If you can't, don't. Oh my God, Abby.
Ultimately, I think Setter Jean's performance was just not strong enough to keep her.
No.
And in that look, oh God.
And in that look, that's hard to swallow too. Like, you're just like, oh, damn. She look bad.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, like as a viewer, as a judge that's like gonna pick, you don't even want to look at her because the outfit's so terrible. It's like, I feel bad. Like, this was not her week. I'm heartbroken because I fell in love with Setter Jean on the first episode.
We definitely did, Setter Jean. And she says, good riddance, bad rubbish, on the way out. All the girls, you're just trash, honey. Hot garbage. She
did a little Abby wave, hand wave, like, get out of my way.
I love it.
No. Dark shot, Setter Jean. All right, well, every week we do our tops and our chops. Our tops and our chops. our favorite and our least favorite moments of the week. What is your top moment of the week?
I had this one. My top moment of the week is that freaking mini challenge because they fucking were all stunning supermodels looking sickening naked and not afraid, bitch.
Naked and not afraid.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a fun challenge, and honestly, like, we couldn't have picked a hotter cast to look at naked.
That's a hot top 6 to be naked. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they did that.
I was very happy, and I'm happy because Shuttersheen like was pretty much full frontal.
Yeah, we could.
You could tell they had a little airbrush a little bit out just for the eyes, for our eyes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, that was really hot. My top this week is Chelsea Boy, just Chelsea Boy.
Period.
Chelsea Boy slayed that Joe Exotic Tiger King. I was cracking up. A brave choice for Chelsea Boy. I really like how Chelsea Boy kind of has been always playing and fucking around with gender, like
completely the entire time.
The entire time. There's never been there's only been like one runway look where he's like really been like woman,
Well, like not even genders, like even whether or not you're human, like
exactly,
like,
right?
Been like very alien-esque, very like mutant, like so he's just. I love it. I love it.
And yeah, I want to give Chelsea Boy a shout out because I mean, despite the fact that the judges didn't like Chelsea Boy's look, I thought it was fantastically executed. I love the concept. I wish the judges weren't stuck in the half tuxedo, half gown vibe because I feel like the look was good enough for her to win this
to win.
Yeah. So that's sure. Chelsea Boy, you're my top. Now what about your chop? What about your chop?
It's his name, Carol, whatever that judge's name is. Like, I did not like his flippant response to Mama Queen. So that is my chop. I did not like that segment. It did raise a lot of conversation about gender and identity and all that. So I'm glad that it was brought to the forefront. So hopefully this will just like wake people up a little bit more and understand that it's not black and white as you think it is.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, he's like an old white guy, so correct. I'm sure he has his own, like he has a little bit of a dated way of thinking, and I'm sure maybe after watching this episode, he'll have a better understanding of gender identity and its fluidity. So yeah, but I do feel you because like I really do feel like in a show like this with the assignment of like blurring the lines between the genders and whatever, like a lot was lost from like what you can interpret like half man, half queen can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My chop this week was seeing Cedergine do so poorly.
Oh,
yeah. I was, cause like I fucking love Cedergine. I love that she gets into fights. I love her. I love her crazy looks that she somehow managed to bring. I don't know how she packed all the cakes,
all those cages and shit, and
all that. I don't know, but so I'm going to miss Cedergine, and like. Chopping her this week was my chop. I can't believe that she's gone. Maybe she come back. Maybe there's going to be a RuPaul-a-Palooza. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah,
they're bringing back old shit. You never know. But listen, folks, this week marks our first Thursday episode. So make sure you tune in on your podcast app on Thursday for our audio-only Thursday episode.
That's right. We are going to get intimate with your ear holes. So get ready for that. I'm so excited because we talk every week, you and I, Latrice, about Drag Race, but like we kiki girlfriends. So we have like way more shit that we have to cut out of the episode because it has absolutely nothing to do with Drag Race Holland or Canada's Drag Race. So now our listeners will be able to tune in on Thursdays to get some even more tea, to see what our tops and our chops are of like things that aren't of life.
Of life.
They can still
Honey.
be drag related, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like of the episode of whatever we're watching that day. So I'm really
Correct.
excited for our listeners to tune in on Thursdays. And because I'm so distraught, I have reached out to Cedergine and I'm going to have her come on next week and we're going to like pick her little brain in our podcasts next week. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Because first of all, I want to see an unedited photo of her naked photo. Yeah. Because
so you just want to see her dick pic?
I do want to see her dick pic. And if our
Okay.
listeners have any dick pics of Cedergine, please email them at Latrice and Manila at gmail.com.
Oh my God. You're a mess. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to The Chop.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our show and you can rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. And remember, we have new episodes on Thursdays, at Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And you can send us an email and we might read it on the show next week. Just email us at latriceandmanila@gmail.com.
You can follow us at Latrice Royale and at Manila Luzon on our social medias.
And we will see you next week to find out
Who gets the chop?
Chop. The Chop is not endorsed by Word of Wonder, Videoland, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Drag Race Holland and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademarks and copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
The Chop is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media.
Mom.
Hosted by Latrice Royale and Manila Luzon.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli,
Alaska Thunderfuck.
Brett Boehm,
Joe Cilio.
and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is The Chop by Manila Luzon and Latrice Royale.